How is it possible for someone at 95 to still drive, think clearly, and rarely fall ill? It might seem unbelievable, but maybe the key isn't just good genetics. Maybe it's a result of simple daily habits, often ignored by most people, that support the body, the mind, and the spirit. In this video, we're diving into 6 everyday routines followed by a remarkable 95-year-old man that have helped him stay healthy and sharp. These habits aren't trendy, expensive, or difficult. They're small, steady actions you can begin today. So if you're someone who wants to stay independent, keep your mind sharp, and remain active well into your 90s, these tips are definitely worth your time. Because in the end, it's not always about doing more. It's about doing the right things consistently. Stay with me until the end, because these simple changes might just shift how you think about aging, and maybe even how you live starting tomorrow. Let's begin with the first one. Consistent sleep and wake schedule ***. One of this man's most powerful daily habits is also one of the easiest to overlook. Go to bed and waking up at the same time every single day, no matter what. It's not just about getting enough sleep. It's about setting and maintaining a healthy rhythm for the body and brain. This kind of regular schedule helps the body know when to release hormones, when to rest, and when to be alert. Over time, this consistency improves digestion, mental clarity, mood, and even strengthens the immune system. For this 95-year-old, lights out is always at 9:30 p.m., and he rises at exactly 6 a.m., weekends included. No screens before bed, no chaos in the morning. Just a calm, reliable routine that helps him wake up refreshed and stay mentally sharp. He doesn't need an alarm clock. His body simply knows when it's time to wake up. That kind of natural rhythm is rare, especially as people get older. Many folks in their 60s or 70s struggle with restless nights or spend their mornings feeling sluggish. But often, it's not age that's a problem. It's an inconsistent routine. One night they stay up late. The next they sleep in, and their internal clock never finds its balance. Take David, for example. He's 78. He used to stay up watching TV until midnight and sleep until 9 a.m., only to wake up feeling tired and out of sync. His doctor encouraged him to stick to a consistent schedule. Same bedtime, same wake-up time, every day. At first, he didn't think it would matter. But just 2 weeks later, Harold was waking up refreshed, moving more easily, and no longer needed naps during the day. "I didn't change anything else," he said. "Just the clock." This habit doesn't require exercise equipment or physical strength, but influences everything. How well your body digests food, how clearly you think, how stable your mood is, and how quickly you recover from everyday aches. If your goal is to stay sharp and independent, the best place to start might be with your sleep schedule. Because once your body finds its rhythm, everything else starts to fall into place. Habit number 2, gentle morning movement. ***. Before doing anything else, this 95-year-old takes a few minutes to wake up his body through simple, mindful motion. It's not a workout and it's not a walk. It's just a few light stretches that get the blood flowing and loosen his joints. Sitting at the edge of the bed, he rolls his shoulders, circles his ankles, flexes his hands, lifts each leg slowly, then stands and stretches his arms toward the ceiling. Finally, he reaches gently from side to side. It's easy, it's quiet, but it's incredibly effective. These small movements let his body know it's time to get going. And science backs it up. Gentle motion in the morning can help ease stiffness, improve circulation, lower the risk of falls, and reduce chronic pain. It's one of the big reasons he's still able to climb stairs, drive himself around, and move through life with ease. Your body and brain work better when they start the day on the same page. And nothing helps that connection more than a few minutes of gentle movement in the morning. Take Mary, for example. She's 80 and used to shuffle stiffly through her kitchen each day, her back hunched and knees aching. Then she learned about simple morning mobility routines, just 5 minutes of slow arm swings, chair squats, and toe raises. After a month, she felt like her knees were a decade younger, and she found herself standing straighter without even trying. This isn't about working out. It's about warming up, like letting a car idle on a chilly morning. When you start your day tight and bracing against discomfort, everything feels harder. But if you begin with gentle, respectful movement, your body responds with ease. One man does this before anything else. Before coffee, before the news, even before brushing his teeth. It's why his joints still move well, his balance is steady, and he still walks with confidence. If you want a simple way to protect your independence, safety, and comfort, begin with 5 quiet minutes of movement after waking. No equipment, no rush, just you reconnected with your body, one stretch at a time. And if this is speaking to you, drop a 2 in the comments to let me know you're here. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a new video that could help you live better. Reason 3, consistent meal. Let's talk food. One reason this 95-year-old man stays so healthy, he eats the same kind of food he's eaten most of his life. Simple, familiar, home-cooked meals with everyday ingredients. No extreme diets, no fancy supplements. Just real food, eaten at the same times each day. He skips constant snacking and doesn't chase diet trends. Breakfast is light, eggs, oatmeal, or both. Lunch is a small bowl of soup or a veggie sandwich. Dinner might be grilled fish, cooked greens, or a sweet potato. He drinks water throughout the day, enjoys a bit of fruit after lunch, and saves dessert for special days. This way of eating keeps his body running smoothly. His digestion is steady. His energy doesn't crash, and his blood sugar stays balanced. As we age big, heavy meals become harder to process. Rich sauces, processed snacks, and oversized portions can drag the body down. But real food, simple and recognizable, gives the body exactly what it needs without overworking it. Just look at Isaac, 82. He used to grab whatever was fast, frozen dinners, takeout, or nothing at all until he overate later. The difference? Night and day. After struggling with constant tiredness and stomach discomfort, he decided to simplify his meals. Within just 2 weeks, everything started to change. He slept better, his digestion improved, and he didn't need his usual afternoon nap anymore. I wasn't really tired, he said. I was just overwhelmed. That's the power of consistency. When you eat regular, balanced meals, your body falls into rhythm. It begins to digest more easily, signals hunger and fullness more clearly, and avoids the sudden energy crashes that wear people down. It also removes the stress of constant decision-making. You don't have to come up with new meals every day. A few go-to recipes, simple, satisfying, and gentle on your stomach, can become the foundation of your energy and wellness. If you're trying to stay healthy without adding more pressure to your life, follow his example. Eat simply, eat on time, and stick to foods you know and trust. Long-term health isn't built on trendy superfoods. It's built on steady habits, one humble meal at a time. Now, on to number 4, finding daily purpose through movement. Asterisk, asterisk. Every day, rain or shine, this 95-year-old either drives somewhere or walks with intention. It might be a short trip to the store, the post office, or just a stroll to greet a neighbor. He doesn't do it just for the physical activity. He does it because having somewhere to go gives his day structure, keeps his body engaged, and reminds him that he's still connected to the world. There's a big difference between pacing around the house and getting dressed to step outside for a reason. That reason, no matter how small, sharpens your focus, lifts your posture, and brings alignment between your body, your mind, and your spirit. It sends a clear message. I still belong, I still participate. Studies show that older adults who maintain daily destinations move better, think more clearly, and feel more positive. Why? Because purposeful movement gives meaning to motion. It's not just walking. It's showing up for your own life. Take Helen, 85. She doesn't drive anymore, but each morning she laces up her shoes, pulls her little cart, and walks 3 blocks to buy a single apple. The apple's just an excuse, she smiles. The walk is the point. That simple routine gives her a reason to move, a rhythm to her day, and a sense of purpose. This man is no different. He still drives, but he never drives just to kill time. He keeps a short list of errands, the bank, the library, checking on a friend. And when he's not driving, he walks around the block with the same intention. No phone, no distractions, just movement with meaning. You don't need to walk far or fast. You just need to walk with purpose. Because when your steps matter, your days do too. So if you want to stay mentally and physically active, give yourself something to walk toward, even if it's just around the corner. It's not about the distance. It's about direction. If this message resonates with you, drop a 4 in the comments so I know you're still with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and tap that button and the bell. Your support helps us keep creating videos that help you live better, longer. Let's move on to number 5, meaningful connection, even in small moments. One thing this 95-year-old man never misses is human connection. Every single day, he makes an effort to speak with someone, whether the neighbor, a family member, or the person behind the counter at his local pharmacy. The conversations aren't always deep or long, but they're real. A warm greeting, a shared laugh, a quick check-in. These small interactions keep him feeling alive, seen, and emotionally nourished. Many people think social connection only comes from big gatherings or heart-to-heart talks. But studies show us the frequency, not the size, of those moments that makes the biggest difference. A 5-minute chat can lift your mood, lower stress, and even protect your brain. On the flip side, loneliness weakens your immune system, interrupts your sleep, and causes inflammation. This man doesn't have a large social circle, but he has regular touch points. He calls his daughter every evening, even if it's just to say, "I'm still here." He chats with his neighbor while taking out the trash. He greets the pharmacist by name. These small acts create a rhythm, a sense of connection from one day to the next. They support his emotional health just as much as any vitamin or walk. Take Victory, for example. She's 86 and used to feel the weight of isolation in her quiet apartment. Inspired by a story she saw on TV, she made a rule for herself. Talk to at least one person a day. She started waving to people on her walks, calling old friends weekly, and chatting with store clerks. She soon noticed she laughed more, stressed less, and even had fewer headaches. As Gloria put, "We were built to be heard." That's the power of daily connection. It keeps you grounded, reminds you that you matter, and gives you comfort and joy that no medication can replace. So whether you live with family or alone, remember, wellness doesn't always come from big events. It can come from one real conversation at a time. Number 6, mental stimulation to stay sharp and steady. Every night before bed, this 95-year-old takes time to challenge his mind. It might be reading a few pages, doing a puzzle, or just reflecting on the day. He doesn't do it for fun. He does it because he believes staying curious is what keeps him alive. And he's right. Doctors agree that gentle, focused mental activity is one of the best ways to protect the brain as we age. It doesn't have to be complicated. He'll flip through a newspaper, reread part of a favorite book, or try a word game. Sometimes he jots down thoughts about the day or reminders for tomorrow. These small habits help him stay mentally engaged, and more importantly, they remind him that his day still has purpose and meaning. Research shows that light mental activity before sleep helps the brain organize memories, reduce stress, and slow mental decline. It gives the brain a way to process the day and prepare for rest. Take Jude, 89, for example. He started playing a simple memory card game each evening. "It's silly," he said, "but I can feel my brain switch on." Within a few weeks, he noticed he was remembering names, appointments, and even his dreams more clearly. His wife said it was like he came alive again. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. Giving your mind something intentional to focus on, something other than news or worry, helps it stay active. The man in this story says this small habit even helps him sleep better. "When I think before bed," he says, "I sleep more peacefully. It makes the day feel meaningful." And that's something no pill can offer. So, if you want to stay mentally sharp and emotionally steady as you age, try adding a short mental ritual to your night. It doesn't have to be impressive. It just has to be yours. Let's take a moment to reflect on the 6 habits this 95-year-old practices every single day. They aren't fancy. They don't cost money. And they don't require youth. But together, they create a life that's balanced, resilient, and full of meaning. 1. A regular sleep schedule. 2. Gentle movement each morning. 3. Simple, consistent meals. 4. A sense of purpose through movement or small tasks. 5. Daily moments of connection. 6. Evening mental engagement. What makes these habits powerful isn't just what they are, it's the consistency, the quiet discipline, the belief that every day still matters. And that's what keeps him thriving, not luck, not genetics, but care. Intentional, thoughtful care for his body, mind, and spirit. Maybe that's the real lesson. Aging well isn't about fancy routines or miracle solutions. It's about honoring the basics, doing the little things again and again, because over time, those small choices shape your health, your clarity, and your independence. So, if you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, wondering where to start, begin here. Choose one habit. Commit to one small decision. Show up for yourself each day. That's how you build a strong, meaningful life. We'd love to hear from you. What stood out to you today? Share one thing you learned and how you plan to use it. Your thoughts encourage us, and your support keeps us going. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit. See you in the next video.